All right, go ahead and get started. Please silence your phones if you would. Today's Tuesday, June 17th, 2025, Shelby County Board of Supervisors meeting. Call this to order. Any conflicts, gentlemen?
None.
Nope. Consider approval of the agenda. Motion?
Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the minutes from June 3rd. Any changes, Karen?
They look good to me. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Claims. I looked them over. I didn't see any issues.
Two, I had a couple of questions for clarification and they were answered fully. Good to me. I'll make a motion to approve claims.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Steve Kinkle, Board of Supervisors, Pipeline Liaison
Good
Report.
morning, everybody.
Morning.
Steve.
Morning. It was an active week.
So what happened?
Well, I guess I'll talk about the veto a little bit first. The governor definitely set her legacy. Special interest profits over property rights. And she has especially the House. Talked to a few of those guys. They are so upset because it's right in the Republican platform that we protect eminent domain. And I think Bobby Kaufman said it the best, and this was in a post that he made. His first comment was that she spit in the face of landowners over property rights and trying to protect their insurance liability. That kind of sums it up. And I talked to a legislator yesterday. The House is actually calling for a special session. He didn't think that would happen because they have to change 7 Senate votes over from where they voted on the bill. He said that's probably not going to happen because the ones that are with the governor and the pipeline are pretty strong. So he doesn't see that happening. But he said this fight is far from over on the eminent domain part of it because it actually has riled up the base more than ever. And I would say a couple of the arguments the governor made in support of this. The one was so hypocritical when she singled out the cider plant at Council Bluffs, wanted to hook up to pipeline in Nebraska. It's 5 miles. And they did get all volunteer easements, which wouldn't be that hard to do, but she said since they got all volunteer easements, she needed to support that. Well, that's what this is all about, folks. Everybody should have that same right as volunteer easements. I don't know if she didn't realize what she said, but I just thought that was very interesting. So, do you guys have any questions or for me on that? I mean, I could talk about it all day, and we got other things.
There's a lot of
to
reading
do.
out there on this topic.
Yeah,
Since this.
it's really just too bad, and it's unbelievable, really, coming from the Republican part of it. So, I feel sorry for the landowners that have been fighting so hard just for their rights, you know. So, anyway, I'll move on to the 8th Circuit ruling. That came out, ironically, the next day, and it was a split 2-to-1 decision. The dissenting judge sided with us all the way through, and I agree with what we have said all along. How do you split? The other 2 judges tried to split. You know, it's a safety setback, not an economic development setback. How do you do that when any economic value, if you look at just yourself, whether it's economic development area, a neighborhood, your home, if it's not safe, the value goes down. And so they go hand in hand. And that judge said that. You can't distinguish one from the other. And that's part of our jobs as supervisors in the code, is protect the safety, the well-being, and the economic development and property of the county and our residents. And there's also several contradictory votes out there, rulings out there in other districts' courts around the nation that support our cause. So I reached out to Bryce yesterday, Mr. Whipple, and the litigator Jason Craig would like to meet with the board sometime next week. They're kind of right now tentatively looking at Tuesday, if that works for you guys, to they'll go over the entire ruling, where there's errors, where there's strong points, and what your options look like moving forward. Okay? So one of the options, just so you know, I mean, one of the options, you go to Supreme Court. Another option is you have the entire 8th Circuit panel of judges review this case. Is that the correct way of saying it, Marcus?
Yes, that's right. This was just a 3-judge panel, and there's, I don't know how many judges on the 8th Circuit, but you could
Right.
ask for an
Right.
en banc review, which means all the judges would review it and then formulate a decision.
And they have to be willing to do that, what I've heard.
Correct, yeah.
And we have a good chance, if that's a direction they recommend, based off of the split decision.
Yeah, because there's a dissenting vote, I think that certainly would bode positively for having the whole court
Right.
review it.
Right. And they're also looking at, and you guys will know come Tuesday, they're also have reached out to ICAP, our insurance company, who's been covering this since day one, if they're willing to go with any of the options they would present. Okay? So you'll know that information.
Good.
Other than that, that's about all I could say for now. Do you have anything else?
I think I speak for the whole board in that as a board, we're gonna do everything we can to protect our county residents'
Exactly.
rights. So, and to hold up our ordinances, so we appreciate your hard work and we will do everything we can to.
Yeah, now this is not just a Shelby County issue either. I do know it's been getting some attention from around the nation, because if it were to hold up, if we went to any other appeals, if it were to hold up, it would be the rule of the land for 7 states: Arkansas, Missouri, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, South, and North Dakota, where they ruled it was federally preempted, which means our local ordinance would mean nothing, and state, if they have any setback. And people, the scary thing is, if this were to hold, we tried to set setbacks to protect people, their property, their homes.
Right.
Say 1,000 feet for a resident. You know what it is for the federal government? It's 0. You know what it is for the state? It's 0. And they know that. And I'm sorry, but they don't care about our well-being when they're pushing for something like that. So it's gonna be very interesting. So, okay.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah, thanks.
Chris Frederickson, secondary road report.
Chris?
Morning.
Morning.
Chris?
Quick update this morning. First off, I have a right-of-way approval for the Harrison County REC. What they need to do, or what they would like to do, there is a 7,200 volt cable on 1700 Street, and that is a portion of dirt road, due to erosion of the road and shoulders and things of that nature. Since it is a dirt road, the cable is getting close to the surface. They would like to rebury it, so it is down, out of the way. I would give full approval of this. I have no problem. I am waiting on a little bit of paperwork from them yet, so they meet everything that's required. This is an important deal, so I'd like to have your approval this morning on it, and as soon as they provide what is needed, I will then sign off on it on my end and get it back, but until then I won't release it. But I know they'd like to get it buried in the ground just for the safety's sake.
Yeah.
So,
Good idea.
I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve that right-of-way permit for Harrison County REC.
Yeah, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
thank you. Just a few quick things. Most things are the same as 2 weeks ago. We did start hauling in contract rock again this week. We started at the Harlan stockpile. We'll go around and try and build some of the piles back up. See what we can do. We're hauling out of Crescent for the limestone. Atlantic is, I don't want to say out. They aren't crushing right now, so there is no rock available. So we're having to haul a little further. We're also hauling the road gravel out of Lakeview and mixing them as we have been, 1/3 to 2/3. So try and get the piles built back up a little bit better, and so we have something if we do get some monsoon rains and we need to do some major work. But we are still putting rock out, spot rocking different areas, as quick as we can. So people have been calling in and we're trying to get those taken care of as we can. We did start reclaiming and regrading F16. We started right east of M16 and headed east. We will go all the way to 59. When we hit that point, we'll jump back west to the west side of M16 and head to Highway 37. I don't know which end we'll start on at that point, but that is the stretch this year we'd like to get completely reshaped and regraded and re-rocked. So should help the drainage and make it a better road. Everything we've done so far, I think everybody's generally pleased. In the end, it is an event, and the road's soft for a while. Give it time and they'll come back. So I do ask the public up there just to watch out for our equipment and our employees at this time. We'll be up there for a while. So other than that, the bridge crew did start their bridge project on Mulberry. All the old portions have been removed. The deck is off, the beams are off. They are starting to put back together, and when it's done, this will be a 100% legal bridge again. So barring any major weather, hoping by mid-July at the latest. So should be back together and the road should be open. So other than that, unless there's any pressing questions, that's what I've got for the day.
Appreciate your responses when I have questions on things.
Yeah, no,
Claims list, so
Appreciate
things I
you.
don't know about, I just go, hey, what's this?
that's all right. Appreciate you asking
You're
too.
good getting back to me quick.
Then everybody knows.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Give it.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.
Todd Valeen, Chamber Report.
Good morning.
Todd?
So, first, want to congratulate the 8 Ball Aviation Group because they had their Father's Day breakfast again this past weekend and had a really good crowd. Even though had a little bit of rain in the morning, it didn't seem to slow too much down. So it was, and they had. Not only did they have a good count of planes fly in, but they had 1 helicopter fly in. So, I'm not really sure who. I was behind the food service line, so I'm not sure who was in that helicopter. But it was a good event. Just a few reminders. This Friday is our golf tournament out at the North Course. We'll be checking people in from 4 to 5. We'll have our putting contest at 5:15, and we'll tee off at 5:30. The cost is $225 per team, and cart run was $30 per cart. We've got a good field of teams, and we've got a good sponsorship going, so should be a really good time. I'm really looking forward. Although looks like it's gonna be a little warm. But Friday the 27th at 2 o'clock, we have a ribbon cutting over at Sunset Scoops. Then a couple of future visits on the 11th of July. We'll do our annual ambassador visit for the fair to help kick that off, so that'll be at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we'll have a ribbon cutting on the 25th at that new Haig Inn and Suites over in Elkhorn. So that's the old hotel that's been converted into a partial hotel and a partial Airbnb, so we'll be over for that. We are letting folks know that they're looking for volunteers for the fair, specifically for the Little Hands on the Farm and Livestock Babies exhibits. And those have been new over the last couple of years and have become very popular. The kids, you can see kids in there and they'll stay in there for an hour and a half, 2 hours before they come back out. So they do need some volunteers. Monday the 23rd, we have a blood drive that's going to be taking place at Mertu from 8 to 2. And then also on Monday, we have an interesting presentation. It's going to be a poverty simulation workshop here in Harlan. It's going to be at the Harlan Intermediate School. HMS Hub, which is Harrison, Monona, and Shelby County Hub, and Shelby County Child Abuse Council are the ones who are running it. And the way that the simulation works is we'll have 3 different scenarios that you'll have to work your way through based on the budget they give you, what has to be done, and what you can't do. You know, like you can't not pay your house payment or something like that. So, and then finally on the 13th of July is the Shelby County Trail Show and Shine. That'll be from 11 to 3. Cars, pickups, motorcycles, and bikes are welcome. And the registration will start at 10. There is no admission fee for this, but we will have food out there, and of course free donations are always welcome for the trail. So, and that's moving along. We've gotten our phase 3 permitting done through the DOT. So phase 2 will start on this summer, and that'll just extend what's already there. Phase 3, we're actually going to start at the other end at Portsmouth and come back towards the trail, because that'll also help out the folks at Portsmouth. Right now there's not a lot of safe places for them to walk, so hopefully that'll help that out. And other than that, next July will be our all members meeting, so you'll be getting a notice about that. That's our annual meeting with the chamber members where we go over what we're looking to do in the next year. So. Oh, and one more thing I forgot, because we just got it wrapped up. There is going to be a change to the 4th of July fireworks show at this year. We have 22 of the high school band members who have volunteered to play patriotic music for us.
Oh, cool.
So we'll have music going with the fireworks kind of accenting the music, and then we'll have a big display at the end. But it was nice that we were able to add that. That should be kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
Committee reports. Mike?
Yeah, just a couple of notes. The Shelby County Emergency Preparedness and Planning Coalition met June 5th. The good news is that influenza and COVID and measles are all very low in the area. There's one measles case in Dallas County. 96% of cases nationwide are unvaccinated people. So if you're vaccinated, you're pretty darn safe. So, regional water, Council Bluffs pipeline is not yet up and running. It was supposed to have been, but there's just some issues been going on there. Environmental health, there's reported that 30 rural residences have reactivated previously sealed private wells for livestock and personal consumption because of the drought. So those who capped their wells at one point are now uncapping them and either re-drilling or rehabbing the wells and getting them up and running so they've got water on their farms. I guess that's about it. There's the new digital dashboard I think is up and running for the rural water users. I don't know for sure if it is, but it's supposed to be. So that's all I've got for this meeting.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
I really don't have any updates. It's all been just general duties, so. Department heads, any department heads want to give a report? Going once, going twice?
Do we need to talk about Dream Playground? Oh, wait until we get to that.
Oh, let me see. We got that on the agenda for
15.
the fifth, item 15. So we'll do that then. All right, sounds good. Okay. Is she coming in?
She said she would, yeah.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, okay. All right, we are considering approval of the Shelby County Veterans Affairs Director's Employment Agreement Basically, this is the same agreement we've had with Gene over the years. It will go from July of 25 to June 30th of 28. 3 days a week and $22,947.90 is
Yes.
the contract. Anything else to add?
Well, she's busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like some changes are being made and you're trying to keep up on them, and
Yes.
so, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the employment agreement as presented.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
Thank you for what you do.
Thanks for coming
All
in.
right, thank you.
Consider approval of union agreements concerning Shelby County EMA, sheriffs, and secondary roads. I believe there was one change we had to do in secondary roads.
And I do have that signed copy, do you need it?
Yeah, we will need this, well, we don't need to sign it now, but after the meeting.
Yep, I got it.
So, it was a minor change, I forget what it was,
Boots.
boot allowance, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so, very minor change, but, do we have a motion to approve these agreements?
Motion to approve.
You want to do a motion and approve you to sign the agreements?
Where's that at?
Just add that in the,
Okay. Okay, so a motion to approve the union agreements and for the chairman to sign these agreements.
Motion.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Consideration of resolution 2025-17, authorize the auditor to transfer fiscal year 2026 funds. Clarification on that?
so these are like, the general basic to, and rural basic to capital. General basic to general supplemental. Rural basic to, and general basic to secondary roads. And rural basic to the flood and erosion and capital fund. And general basic to conservation.
Okay.
So all internal fund
All clerical.
transfers, yeah.
Okay.
So motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Consideration of resolution 2025-18 to appropriate departmental funds for fiscal year 2026.
This resolution itemizes out each department's appropriation of fund for the year and what was entered on the state site.
Okay.
I sent that out. So this will be effective July 1, 25 until June 30, 26 for each department.
Okay. Have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Consideration of resolution 2025-19 to approve elected officials' wages for fiscal year 2026.
This resolution is based on the recommendation from the compensation board that met in January. The board approved the percent increases, but this actually sets the approved salary.
Okay.
So the board approved increases for auditor, county attorney, recorder, supervisors, and treasurer was 3.5%, which matched the recommendation from the comp board. And the sheriff's recommendation of 9.5, the board approved 6%. So this is just setting those increases with their salaries.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Consideration of resolution 2025-20 to commit funding to the city of Harlan for Grandma B's Dream Playground. Want to come up, Jarvis?
Morning, Jarvis.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
So I'm here on behalf of Grandma B's Dream Playground Committee. The plan is to build an all-new inclusive playground up at Pioneer Park. So today we raised $740,000, and that's including cash donations and also in-kind donation contribution. So the total cost of the projects we estimated 1.15 million. And I submitted a request for $200,000 for the grant, CAT grant, Community Attraction and Tourism Grant. So in order to qualify for that grant, we will need a county financial support, which is one of the requirements. And it can be any kind of in-kind work. It can be demolition of the playground or some cement work or, you know, equipment and stuff like that. So we hit the roadblock right now. In order to proceed from there, we gotta have those support.
An official resolution rather than
Official
just
resolution.
saying
We'll do something, yeah. And also we have 2 upcoming events. One is in July 17th, we're into Harlan, and then July 19th is the Humdingers. They're gonna be coming out to the vets and play music. All the proceeds will go to the Dream Playground. The plan is to start the project here in fall, but if we don't get this grant, we're gonna have a little bit of pushback because we're short 175,000, plus the 200,000 that we needed to get this going.
I know on the 17th I was asked to be in a donut eating contest for the I gotta start practicing.
I don't know if I can handle that one.
Yeah, I know. They said free barf bags, so that's what got me.
The selling point.
And also this playground will save just not just the city, also county and surrounding communities. People will be able to come in and utilize that. It's all inclusive, so we really need your support in this one so we can get this grant.
Should we read the resolution?
And the county also helps support through the hotel motel tax
Yes.
funds. Those are kind of county, but they share those to the city, and then the city lots those through the city of Harlan. But
And we try to ask them if that would qualify. They say no, so.
Okay.
really,
Yeah, they say they won't qualify for the county support aspect of
that's a
it.
city support
Yeah.
piece. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this resolution of the Board of Supervisors, whereas Shelby County recognizes the importance of providing safe, inclusive, and accessible recreational spaces for children and families within the community. Whereas Grandma B's Dream Playground Project is a community-driven initiative aimed at developing an inclusive playground where children of all abilities can play, learn, and grow together. Whereas the proposed playground will serve as a valuable addition to the county's park system, encouraging physical activity, social engagement, and community pride. Whereas Shelby County supports the efforts of the organizers and recognizes the value of this project will bring to both residents and visitors. Whereas the county may consider future collaboration through in-kind support, site preparation, or other cooperative means as resources allow. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors of Shelby County, Iowa. Shelby County hereby formally expresses its support for Grandma B's Dream Playground Project by budgeting funds from hotel motel tax revenues towards this project. The county acknowledges the project as a community enhancement initiative aligned with its goals for inclusive and accessible public spaces. The county encourages community members, local businesses, and organizations to support the project through donations, volunteerism, and advocacy.
So that last part about the hotel motel tax, we need to strike that from
Yes,
this
probably,
resolution.
I wonder if we shouldn't strike that and include the in-kind part.
In-kind work.
Yes, that was my thought also. Okay.
So I think
Formally
if the
expresses-
board wants to approve this resolution, I can amend it and then get it back over to you. But once the board approves it, then Bryce and Sharon can sign it
Okay.
with the
What
amendment.
bullet point was that?
Number one,
Number one, okay.
Sounds good.
Oh,
so striking the hotel motel and putting in
In-kind.
in-kind work.
So I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the resolution as amended.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Great
George.
project, thank you. No further business, we will adjourn. Thank you.